Hi guys, welcome back to Always Talk Wrestling. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Extreme Rules and grading each match from A to F. And I'll be telling you who won yesterday's Extreme Rules predictions video. So the winner of the Extreme Rules predictions video was my friend from Rising Thunder. He defeated me by 1 point. So first, the kickoff match on Extreme Rules. Kevin Owens versus Buddy Murphy. So in this match, Kevin Owens picked up the win with a super kick and a stunner. There was also a good moment where KO gave a moonsault to Buddy Murphy. So I'll grade this match as C. So now the main show, Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura versus the New Day. This was an amazing match. It was tornado tag because of tables rules. And Cesaro and Shinsuke picked up the win by Cesaro powerbombing Kofi from the top rope through two tables stacked on each other outside the ring. And now Cesaro and Nakamura are your new SmackDown Tag Team Champs. So next, it was for the SmackDown Women's title, Bayley versus Nikki Cross. So this was a pretty good match. It was pretty long actually, and it ended with Banks giving Bayley her brass knuckles as legit boss is written, and Bayley used that to punch Nikki and hit her finisher, while Banks distracted the referee 1, 2, 3 and Bayley retains her title. So I'll grade this one a B. So next, MVP, a segment kind of, because a match between Apollo Crews and MVP got cancelled because Apollo Crews got injured. So they cancelled the match like the bar fight. They could have just put it on Raw before SmackDown. Much better than cancelling it on the day when people were expecting that match. And because of that, it was only 2 hours 30 minutes. Raw is longer than Extreme Rules. And so MVP comes out, crowns himself champion. And Bobby Lashley is standing there. Much stronger than MVP, who can beat up MVP. He does nothing and he lets MVP be champion. Like Bobby Lashley is like, he just should have taken the title there. Would have made sense, but so WWE is WWE. So next, the eye for an eye match. It was a pretty disgusting match, but it was actually pretty good. The wrestling was good, ending was disgusting. So Seth Rollins had got a plier to remove Rey Mysterio's eye, and it was very disgusting. So they start wrestling, and Rey Mysterio comes from behind and attacks Seth Rollins. So like that was cool. And then so they start wrestling, and then as soon as they start, they attempt to remove the eye out with a kendo stick, with a steel chair, with the plier, with the steel steps, the original. And so it ends with an iconic moment where Mysterio removes the eye patch and he's beating up Seth and puts him in the position for a curb stomp. And a curb stomp to Seth Rollins by Rey Mysterio. And then Rey Mysterio shoves his eye into the steel steps, but Seth Rollins' eyeball does not come out. And then Seth counters with a super kick, curb stomp, and shoves Mysterio's eye, and his eye comes out. And because of that, Seth Rollins is so disgusted that he vomits. So it was even more disgusting. I'll grade this match in A though. So now for the Raw Women's title, Asuka versus Sasha Banks. The wrestling in this match was actually very good. The ending wasn't great. Like Nia Jax versus Asuka, the match was counted out. Even in this match, there was no proper result. It ended with Sasha holding both the titles in middle of both the SmackDown, both the tag team titles in the middle of the ring, and the referee is telling her that she can't use them. And from behind, Asuka goes for the green mist, but it hits the referee's face, and she spits it on the referee, and the referee is pretty much taken out. So from behind, Bayley it hits Asuka with the SmackDown Women's Championship, and Banks is also pretty much out because of how much wrestling was like done, because Asuka was held in the Asuka. She put the Asuka lock twice on Banks. So Banks was also pretty much out. And then Bayley wears the referee's t-shirt and puts Banks' hand over Asuka, which counts as a pin. 1, 2, 3. And Banks isn't technically the Raw Women's Champion because in the timekeeper's area, the timekeeper didn't ring the bell, and when grabbed the title, made him ring the bell, and then gave it to Banks. Sorry, Bailey did that. Sorry, and gave it to Banks. But they will tell us on Raw if she's champion or not. So two Raw titles, like this weird type of thing happening. So I'll grade this a C because the result wasn't great. That would have been a solid B. So next, for the WWE Championship, Ziggler versus McIntyre. The stipulation: Extreme Rules for Dolph Ziggler only. And if McIntyre gets disqualified, Ziggler is the new WWE champion. So it was pretty tough for McIntyre. There was a moment where he wanted to superplex Ziggler through the table, but he controlled his anger and just turned away. So Ziggler wasn't superplexed through the table. So when Ziggler is going for the super kick, when he's stomping like Shawn Michaels in the corner, he moves a bit and Claymore. And you know what happens when McIntyre hits the Claymore? 1, 2, and 3. McIntyre still retains. Even though Dolph Ziggler set the rules. It was technically a rule. It wasn't a stipulation. You can't count as a stipulation. So I'll grade this match a B. So next, the Swamp fight. Not for the Universal title, between Braun and Bray. This was such a good match. It started with Bray in his rocking chair and Braun comes in the car. There's a small prediction kind of why Bray is controlling Seth's mind in this. So then we first see a poster kind of thing called Abandon All Hope Ye Who Enter. So Bray is still rocking in the chair and it becomes black and Bray is not there anymore. So Braun goes in the jungle. He abandoned all hope. And there are swarm guys and Braun beats them up. But from behind, the black sheep Braun Strowman hits him with a shovel and he passes out. Then we see him in Bray Wyatt's cabin, where Bray is trying to convince him to join him. But because of Braun's anger, he says no. Then we get to see a glimpse of photos where my prediction comes in. So there's Eric Rowan's mask with a set of eyeballs. So what if Bray is given Eric Rowan's mask to Seth, but Seth is not wearing it just because he doesn't want to know the identity, like that Seth is working for Bray. Bray doesn't want it disclosed. And what if that eyeball is Rey Mysterio's eyeball? What if Seth Rollins gave the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Rey Mysterio's eyeball? Small prediction, small theory, but let's get on to reviewing the show. So we got to see a kind of a video clip where we saw some masks and then we saw random people, and then we see one of Bray's men coming out with a snake, and they put the snake near Braun and the snake bit Braun. Then we see Alexa Bliss. It's like a trance where we see Alexa Bliss, but it's actually Abigail who's transformed into Alexa Bliss to lure Braun towards her, and Braun falls in the trap. And from behind, cult leader Bray comes and starts beating up Braun. So the fight starts like this. They are beating up each other and Braun choke slam onto the boat and he sends the boat away. But it's Bray Wyatt, supernatural activity. The boat comes back and Braun goes into the swamp to check on it and there's no Bray. And from behind, with a shovel, Bray Wyatt, cult leader Bray, started beating up Braun. So they continue fighting inside the swamp. It was really cool, which I wanted to happen. Like, it was really cool. And they go into their cabin where they would film the promos. So that was also a really cool moment. And there's like a fence kind of thing, like a tree house. And if anyone would have pushed you, then you would have fallen in the swamp. So Bray is convincing Braun. If anyone pushes him, he's falling in the swamp. So Bray is convincing him, and Braun gets angry and kicks him into the swamp. And then Braun is laughing. His eyes are red, and he's angry and he's happy because he's defeated Bray. But no, Bray Wyatt, cult leader Bray, comes and gives him a mandible claw and throws him into the swamp. So now both are drowning, and then we see red lights. And that is the Fiend. The Fiend emerges from the swamp. And we clearly come to know that the Fiend has set his eyes on the Universal title, and at SummerSlam we are getting the Fiend versus Braun. So this match was awesome. I'll rate it a solid A. And because there were two A's in the show, I'm going to rate it 9.2 out of 10. So let me know how much you would rate the show in the comments below. Bye.